Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Talk Virgin to Me. I am joined by my fabulous, famous, best ever female shipmate. There was a lot of F's.
Wow. My title grew.
I think you need a t-shirt now.
Hashtag whatever she just said.
Yeah. I gotta go back and listen to that. Kelly Roma, she's
Yay.
back.
Hello.
That's what I feel like it needs to do. Like, there need to be sound effects. Like, there should be just a button you press. Like, I think people do that, though. Where they're like, and then it's like sound effect.
Yeah.
Wow, we really need to upgrade this joint.
All right. I think we have upgraded a little bit here.
Upgraded. We have arms. Boom arms. I'm very excited about it. Now I don't have to hold this. It's obnoxious to hold it. So I'm very excited.
So if our Italian arms come out,
yes,
you know why.
Talk and dance and sing. Do all the things. I'm very excited about that. So anyways, this week we are discussing our last cruise, which happened to be
Riviera Maya.
It was the Riviera Maya.
Yes.
It was the first time we'd gone on a 5-nighter in a long time.
It was. It was.
And
it was great.
I
loved having 2 sea days.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah. It was new. So we tried, I started thinking about this because what happens is I go and I'm like, I get in these like daydream things. And then I like call Kelly and I'm like, we should probably do this. So we get in this rut. I don't want to say rut. That sounds terrible. Where we go on the 4-nighter because it's quick. It's easy. It keeps us home. It gets us home quicker. Like, we're not gone as much. We can fit it in really easily. And we usually skip over those 5-nighters. But there's some sailings like we're wasting. I don't want to say wasting. This is terrible. Wasting our time. I feel like just continually doing the same Key West. We should probably just really plan it out, because the other thing that happens, and I just talked about this on live, so we do a live every Tuesday on in Facebook on a group called Virgin Voyages Cruise Tips and Deals. So if you're on Facebook, join the group. It's called Virgin Voyages Cruise Tips and Deals. We do a live every Tuesday. Anyways, I just talked about this where I said that we really need to plan things out, because I feel like we do the spur of the moment sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
Where I'm like, we going next week? Yep, we're going next week. It's really, that's kind of an exaggeration. I don't know how many times we've done it, but we have done, we're going next week. Like, that has actually happened. But majority of the time, it's about a month ahead of time. It's about a month or 2 months out that we plan. So I think we really do need to pay more attention to the 5-nighters and get on those things that we don't get to get on as much as we should.
Yeah.
So we're excited to bring to you, long story short, not really. We're excited to bring to you the Riviera Maya, because we haven't talked about it yet.
No,
right? I don't think.
No, I don't.
Hopefully not. Hopefully
it's
not.
been a while, so
Hopefully
I don't
this
know.
Isn't a repeat.
Yeah. It's been a while, so it's refreshed.
Yeah.
And we've done something new. So
we did do something new.
Yeah.
So exciting. So, like she said, we did 5-nighters. Funny story. I don't know that our friend wants us to tell this story, but we're going to tell you. So this sailing itself, listen, we're always pretty transparent on everything. And we're pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? Honest, open. We tell everyone everything anyways. This sailing, I kept saying was doomed to begin with. And, I knew it was going to have some hard times, and it definitely did have some hard times.
It did have some hard times. It started off pretty rough.
Yeah. So we took a friend on board on this one, and she is actually from the UK and did not bring the proper documentation. So she ended up in the naughty room.
We've been there.
We have been there. Totally been in the naughty room. Not because we forgot our proper documentation.
No, that was Virgin's fault. We were in the naughty room.
But we have been in the naughty room, and I've actually labeled it the naughty room since we were in there. But it is, and I've talked about it before, that it's the stark white room. There's like nothing in it. There's a couch and 2 chairs, and it almost feels like
stuffy, like you're in a doctor's office almost.
Because it's stark white, and it's like basically, and nothing's in there, and no one comes to visit you in there.
No, they just walk by. No one even looks in there. I don't even think anyone was looking in to see why are those 2 girls sitting in there?
Why are they sitting in there? Is that where we rest before we get on the ship? No, that's where you go to be naughty. So anyway, come to find out, our friend did not have the proper documentation, and dun dun dun. So she called her fabulous husband and said, you need to drive down here. Now, we live in Orlando, and it's a good 3.5, 4 hours. And yeah, so I still don't understand how he did it, because I have 4 really good girlfriends. Obviously, Kelly's one of them, the one that we brought, and then one more that we tend to talk about every now and then, Susan. We went through the husbands and said, whose husband would do this for them? Well, he got in the car. Like, I'm not kidding. When I tell you, like, she was on the phone telling him she did not have the proper documentation, I feel like he had teleported from wherever he was sitting on the couch.
And he was on the turnpike.
And he was on the turnpike. Like, I was like, how did that happen so fast? Like, I'm not kidding you. Like, it was that short of a time. So they brought in Vanessa, who was amazing. She's I think just under Doug there at the terminal. They brought in Vanessa, and Vanessa comes in, and our friend was like, I can show you a picture of it. And she goes, I mean, I saw the look on her face. She was like, and I go, yeah, that's not gonna work. She's like, but I'll ask. Like, she was super sweet. She's like, I'll ask. So she sends a message to oh man, I want to say it was Border Patrol, but I'm sure I'm not saying it right. I'm sure I'm not giving the correct authority. I honestly don't know who it was, but it was something like that. Or maybe it was Customs or Marine something or other. Oh God, I'm sure. I'm probably not getting it right. But anyways, she sends a message directly to them. They write back. I'm not even kidding. I thought it was going to be at least a wait of like a couple minutes. It was within seconds. They wrote back and they were like, that's a no. I didn't see the text message, but I saw her face and I saw the color drain out of it, of Vanessa's face. And when she looked up like this and looked at our friend, I was like, I knew immediately. No words came out of her mouth, but I knew immediately that was it. My friend was done. Like, I was like, you're not getting on board. So that was when she was calling her husband and basically saying to her husband, you know, you need to get here. Well, what happened was he got in the car and drove for miles, and she kept telling Vanessa, Vanessa kept coming to check in on her. She kept telling Vanessa that, you know, he's coming. She kept saying, he'll be here. I swear he'll be here. And they kept saying to her, when is he getting here? When is he coming? And so she kept saying, he's going to be here soon. Any minute, he's going to be here. So they actually ended up holding the boat for her, which I thought was really cool. It wasn't long, don't get me wrong, but it was probably a good half hour, I think. I think it was a half hour that they held the boat for her. And then he pulled up, threw the documentation at her, and he kept driving. And she was like, maybe you should wait to make sure I could get on. But Vanessa was like, no, you're getting on. Because at that point, she had already checked her in. And so she's like, you're getting on. They're waiting for you. So they were just waiting for that proper documentation. So big shout out to the terminal team. Big shout out to Vanessa and helping a sister get on. But that's how our cruise started. It was definitely interesting. And there was a lot of freakouts. Like, I was like, do I get off? Should we all get off? We should get off the ship. Our friend can't go. And then we're like, no, we had to go. We had a bunch of people on board. So I had to go. I felt terrible. Yeah, so she ended up going. So it worked out well. But then there was Man Down, and we'll tell you about that soon. Man Down happened after that.
Oh,
so
my.
It was quite the cruise.
This was quite the cruise.
So, after we realized that we were going to be a threesome, which was amazing, there was a lot of drinks had because someone needed to catch up. Because in the naughty room, they don't serve you drinks. They basically keep you in the naughty room. And it's cold in the naughty room.
Yeah.
So she was just in the naughty room forever. And we had to get her to catch up. So we enjoyed the rest of the night. We had a great PJ party. It was hot, though. Do you remember how hot the PJ party was?
Yes, I remember.
You know, PJ party is getting more and more popular, which I love. I mean, I feel like everyone goes to PJ party now, which I love. It used to be that you could find pockets of space where you could kind of hang out. Now you're literally like this. Not that I'm telling you don't go, because I want you to go. But it feels like you're literally like this, and you're like, let me just dance right here. And you're like, I'll try to just kind of, and then the whole place moves together. Like we're swaying. Slow dancing, swaying to the music. No, that's not what happened at all. But that's what it feels like. So, what else? We did that. Then the next day was Sea Day and
Loteria.
So there was a lot of tequila involved. I mean, listen, if you're going to the Mexican Riviera, you probably should just keep drinking tequila.
I think we did. We nailed that.
We called this the tequila cruise of all time. And we did it.
We
right?
did. We did.
So we went to Lotteria. We drank some tequila. I think we were still suffering from the night before, so we were slow go on the uptake on that cruise or on that day, and so we did tequila at Lotteria, and then we just kept drinking tequila, right?
Yes, we did.
We did just keep drinking tequila.
We did.
But that night, didn't we eat at? Did we eat at? Where the heck did we eat? No, nothing.
Nope, got nothing.
Don't
Asian?
Asian night, Asian market night.
Yes.
So we were on the very last food and wine.
Eat and drink festival. Which does have food and wine involved, but I think that's taken by another company.
It is taken by another company, but I tend to use it for Virgin. But yeah. Anyways, eat and drink festival. We were on the very last sailing of it, and we went to Asian night. I don't remember eating. Did I eat?
You definitely ate dumplings.
Yep. That's 100%. I ate all the dumplings you could possibly imagine.
No, but we had some fried rice. We had
Fried rice?
Yes, but it was curry. I don't think you liked it.
No, I don't like curry.
There were a couple good things we didn't try
Where'd
the
we
night
sit?
before. We sat in the galley, like, by Gumbe. On that
I
side.
thought that was the first time we ate there.
No, that was
Okay.
this time.
Oh, God. Wow, that tequila got me good.
Yep.
Okay, it's coming back. It's all coming back.
We sat in a
it's all
booth, like,
coming back
on the
to-
left,
Yeah,
heading
I'm there.
to Gumbe. Okay.
I'm totally there now. So anyways, yeah, we did eat there now. I remember it. And I did eat my weight in pot stickers. That was truly the plan. I have to be honest. I literally went into Asian night saying to myself, I am going to eat my weight in pot stickers. And if I don't, I fail. Like, it's a failure of epic proportions if I am not eating my weight in pot stickers because they're everything.
They were so
Now,
good.
I do remember that because they had the green ones, which were the veggie.
Yeah, spinach something.
And they were okay, but then they switched them over because they ran out of them apparently and switched over to the regular ones. And I was like, and I'll be having more of those. I mean, I think I had 3 plates of pot stickers. That might be all I ate, honestly.
Yeah.
No, I had that chicken. Chicken was good.
Yeah.
And did I go to the other side again? Because I swore I was going to.
Not sure. Food just kept showing up at the table, so I just
did
kept
do that.
eating it.
Yep, I kept bringing.
I don't think I got up
She
once.
didn't have to leave because
I
I,
don't
just
think I
kept
got up.
going.
I don't think
I
got
do
up.
remember that too. I do remember bringing the all the noodles.
Yes, we had noodles.
We
yes.
did have noodles. See, it's all coming back. It's all coming back. So yeah, Asian night was awesome, and then the next day was Cozumel.
And Cozumel it was.
Okay. So normally, I don't usually get off in Mexico, but we've made a pact at this point that when we go, we're gonna go do something new. So funny, how many times have I been talking about doing this margaritas and chocolate?
Oh, for a long time.
I
In
just-
every port, she's like, we're doing margaritas and chocolate, right? I'm like, no, we're doing like rum and dancing. Where'd you get margaritas and chocolate from? I can't remember what the name of the one was that we did that was dancing. And you're like, we're having margaritas. I'm like,
God.
no, we're in the Dominican. I'm pretty sure they drink rum here.
Yes, you're right.
So I was confused where you even got that from.
Yes, I don't know where we got it from either, but I kept telling everyone that we're doing margaritas and chocolate. And so here we were not doing it. So finally, when we actually went back, so there's 2 things that I wanted to do in Mexico forever. I wanted to, where's the other place? Not Cozumel. What's the other one that they go to?
Playa del Carmen?
Yes. In Playa del Carmen? No.
Costa Maya?
Costa Maya. That's what
Okay.
it is. In Costa Maya, I wanted to do that spa that's right there.
Oh, yeah.
And then in Cozumel, I wanted to do the margaritas and chocolate. So check on the margaritas and chocolate. We did it. It was the coolest shore thing I've ever done. Honestly, I enjoyed it immensely. So he had told us that it used to be 48 people would like go on this thing. We had like 7,
Yeah.
maybe.
There were 8 of us.
Eight.
Because there were 4 and 4.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah.
It was so good. Like, we had the best time. So they took us in this really small van, tiny van, which is nice. It was about 10, 15 minutes away. We went to this
Mayan cacao.
cacao.
I guess it's like a chocolate factory, which is funny because he kept calling himself Willy Wonka.
He did. And honestly, I was like, you're Willy Wonka with the margaritas, buddy. Keep them coming. I was like, this is the adult margarita, Willy Wonka. I'm in love with you. I was in love with him. So we go there and he gets us on this whole tour. Maria makes us handmade tortillas. They were phenomenal with this traditional Mayan salsa. This Mayan salsa looked like it tasted like doo-doo. Okay, it looked like doo-doo. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was not looking that good. Okay, I looked at Kelly and I was like, I am not trying this. And I think you did go and try it.
I did. It was not appetizing looking.
No,
but it was delicious.
I was not going to try it. I was going to eat the tortilla, though. That was it. I was eating tortilla. It was going to be a done deal. I was having tortilla. But then Maria was like, you're having the salsa. And I was like, okay, I'm having the doo-doo salsa. So we get the salsa and it's warm. So that threw me off big time. I was like, the Americana, I'm going to need the Americana salsa. I was like, I don't know what this is. But it was phenomenal. Apparently it was made out of pumpkin seeds and other things.
Other things, yes.
And then they had a really spicy salsa too that you could do. I really just wanted Maria to cook me all the tortillas on the planet.
I know, they were so good.
Ate my weight in tortillas. That's what I would have done. But yeah, so that was actually really good. So as we walked through there, he showed us plants. He taught us about all the plants that were there, indigenous basically to the island, to the area, and what everyone ate around there basically. And that was really cool. So, and then he kept saying, smell this plant. And you really could smell the plant. Like, it was the craziest thing. He didn't pull any leaves off.
He did. He pulled one. Remember, it was lime.
Oh, yeah, the lime.
And then he would, like, crack it open and give us each a little tiny piece of it. And he's like, and I mean, that tiny little piece had a pungent smell.
Yeah, it was crazy. So we learned about
plants.
Farming. No, it was really cool. That part was really cool. So he walked us through this whole thing. Then he took us into this air-conditioned area, thank God, because we were all sweating at this point. Took us in this air-conditioned area, and he starts making chocolate, basically. And they're teaching you about the bean and how it all works and all that stuff. And he starts making all the chocolate, and it was delicious.
Yeah, he passed it around to us on little tiny wooden spoons.
Tongue depressors.
Yeah, tongue depressors.
I call them.
And each time he would add something different or roll it a little more, which made it a little creameer.
Yeah, because I'm telling you,
you can chew it. Yeah, the beans would get stuck in your teeth.
Stuck in my teeth. Like, I'm not even kidding you. I was like, why is there bean in my teeth? It's supposed to be chocolate. I just want to. Shouldn't it melt in my mouth, not in my hand? Nope. That's not what happened. So, but it was so good. And he was saying that normally with chocolate, you put sugar in it and all this stuff, and they put honey in it. So it was, when I tell you it was really good, it was delicious, except for the crunchy parts of the chocolate, but here we go. So we didn't get to do anything with the chocolate. He did all the work. He just kept feeding us the chocolate. So we leave the chocolate factory. Chocolate. Pretty much. Grinding.
Yeah. Factory.
Room. And then he's like, all right, it's tequila time. And we were like, okay, well, sure. Honestly, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I didn't realize it was going to be a whole margarita fest. I guess I didn't listen. And here's the thing. I'm not surprised that I didn't listen. But I think when he said you're going to have 3 margaritas, I think I thought it was like, here's your taste of a margarita. I did listen, but not like a full enormous glass of margarita. It was a full glass of margarita and you made your own. So you stood behind each blender and he taught you how to make a margarita and then said, go for it. They passed the alcohol around and he was like, this is one shot of tequila. He's like, but hey, whatever you want. And so we were like,
I wonder if it would have been like that if there were 48 people in there. We probably would have all had our own little shot already put there. Yeah, you think they would have passed that around to 48 people? I don't know.
I don't know either. But it was crazy. They were like, whatever you want. And then I thought to myself, so now the recipe's off. Because in my head, I'm like, okay, we're following a recipe. And it's one shot to this to one. So when the rest of the alcohol came out, I had to keep dumping it in because I was like, now I got to even it all out. So I'm just not like just drinking tequila with a little bit of lime in there. Like I was like, so now the Grand Marnier is like, you know, it's all in there. Like what else do we put in? Some other liqueur or something. I don't even know. I'm like adding all the alcohol in there. There's no more measuring. No, we haven't even drank this thing yet. There's been no drinking at this point. There's no shots, no nothing, no drinking. And I'm like, oh, okay, first drink of the day. It's going to be great, right? You make the thing, and it was not on the rocks. It was blended, obviously, because we put it in the blender. And I'm not a huge fan of blended margaritas anymore. I'm an on the rocks. I think they fill you up. Honestly, I don't need anything that cold, and I just want to drink my drink. So I'm not a huge fan of the blended. But anyways, so we get done with it. And so he's like, all right, go ahead, take a sip. But I'm not kidding you. It was like in a fishbowl. Mm-hmm. Like the thing was enormous. So you want to take a sip of it. And it's, of course, delicious. 2 sips in, I'm done. I'm hammered. I'm like, I can't contain myself. I'm an absolute margarita disaster, okay? I'm like 1 margarita, 2 margarita on the floor. I'm 1 margarita on the floor. Like that song that comes out, that's me. Done, gone. So he's like, all right, next margarita. I haven't even finished the 3rd sip on the first one. He's like, let's make the next one. And it was a mango margarita, right?
Yep.
I love mango. So I was like, oh, I'm in on this one. And he's like, you got to drink faster. And all my shipmates are also telling me the same thing. Like, they're all downing drinks. I'm like, oh, my God. So I'm trying to get this drink down. We're making the mango one. And he's like, put as much as you want in. And I'm like this. Okay. Again, like an idiot. I swear I didn't learn the first time. And so we do that. The mango margarita was great. But in between, I don't know if it was in between the mango margarita or the other one, he also gives us a sipping tequila. He actually has us taste this tequila. When I tell you that we were man down at one point, you're going to understand why in a second. So he gives us a sipping tequila. Was it the same tequila we've been drinking, or was it a totally different tequila?
I think it was different.
Because at this point, it doesn't matter. I don't know what's happening. I'm barely functioning. I've only had 5 sips of the one drink that I had, and I'm still making this mango margarita and sipping on this now sipping tequila. I'm a disaster of epic proportions. So, do you remember if it was in between the first one and the second one? I don't either.
We could probably look at pictures. Yeah.
Hold, please. Let's see what I can find in this vault of pictures. Okay, but we also don't know if that margarita, like if that was the same tequila, right? I
honestly can't picture the bottle, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, it was in between. So the one margarita was the very first traditional one, then the sipping tequila, then the mango margarita, and then the
chocolate margarita.
Did you even know that existed?
I did not know it existed.
I didn't either.
I don't think I've ever seen it on a menu anywhere.
Yeah.
Ever.
Why does anyone do that?
I don't know, because it was so good.
It was good. I agree with you. You couldn't taste the tequila at all. Like, tequila was gone. The tequila flavor was over. Like, at this point, if you didn't like tequila, but you like the high from tequila, because we talk about this all the time. We're vodka drinkers. And so I say all the time, I'm like, damn, that tequila is completely different than vodka. Like, me on tequila and me on vodka, 2 totally different people. Still good. Super fun. Awesome. You'd love every second of it. But 2 totally different people.
I agree.
Like, totally. So anyways, if you didn't like tequila and you're like, oh, I like that high better, then chocolate's the way to go.
Yeah, for sure.
But I had no idea that a chocolate margarita existed. We should try that someday. We should just walk up to a bar and be like,
can I have a chocolate margarita, please?
And I think they might like look at us like we have 5 heads.
I wonder if they would make it like a chocolate martini, but with tequila instead of vodka.
You think that'd be good, though?
No.
Okay, but how did we make it, though? Let's talk about this. I don't know what.
It had milk in it, which I think...
he did put milk in it.
Which I think is what we ended up throwing out. I ended up throwing mine out. It was so hot, and I was still trying to carry my mango margarita because I couldn't finish it all. So I walked out with 2, and it just started separating, and it just didn't...
Curdling.
It was too hot for milky drinks.
Oh,
but it was so good.
It was so bad. I know, it was sad. And that was the last one. And he probably did that probably because it was the thickest one, honestly.
Mm-hmm. And more desserty.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, it was hard to get through it all because I guess I could go back and look again if I drank the sipping tequila, but I think I did. And honestly, the sipping tequila I keep calling it that because that's what we did. It was a sipping tequila. If you've ever, I am not a tequila connoisseur. I'm turning into one, I feel like. But I do love a good sipping tequila. We've talked about this a bazillion times, and we actually do it every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a huge fan of sipping tequila. I think obviously we're America. In America, I think that the tequila is obviously not as good, right? But then there, I think just even the cheap brand is just good.
Yeah.
I feel like. I mean, I'm not saying that just because it's Mexico and that's where it comes from. Obviously, I'm not saying that at all. But I feel like that because he did talk about it. I probably could go back and listen, but he didn't really like. It wasn't a brand that we were like, oh yeah, we know that brand,
nope.
which is fine. I don't expect to know it because I'm sure he's giving us a tequila from that area, from that region. But yeah, but it's funny because it looked like something that was not super expensive. And here we are over here spending hundreds of dollars trying to get like the greatest tequila.
I know.
When you could probably just go over there and buy a $4 bottle and it's just excellent.
Right.
So anyways, we had the sipping tequila. It was great. We make the mango margarita, which was amazing. I don't think I mine enough. I judged mine enough.
Yeah. I don't know.
Mine was a little chunky.
Mine was chunky too.
I like chunky.
Yeah.
To be honest. I don't like to chew on my drinks.
Mm-mm.
That's why I don't drink smoothies either. Because like when they don't do, oh God. Yeah, too much chunks. Ew. But then we had the chocolate margarita and oh God. So I'm telling you, you can see how, yeah, it was quite the display when we left there. So then they, of course, right after that, take you into the store.
Where you can buy all the chocolate.
No tequila, which is what I wanted to buy. I mean, who needs more tequila? Not me, but I did. I wanted more. But we bought all the chocolate, which was super fun. And hopefully we haven't had it yet. So hopefully there's no things stuck in our tooth. But it was amazing. And then they took us back to Cozumel, like the main city. On the way there, I had said, I want to have chips and guac. And where do we go? What was his name?
Roberto.
That's right, because his name was on our thing. Roberto. What was I calling him?
Alberto. I'm like, no, there's an R. Roberto. Not Alberto.
I kept saying, what is his name? Because I was not getting it right. And after a few tequilas, there was no getting it right ever again.
Mm-mm.
That was never coming back. So, anyways, Roberto, I said, hey, where do we get some good chips and salt or guacamole? And so he sends us to, what the heck was the name of
I have
place?
no idea what the name of it was. I couldn't tell you. I can tell you where it is. Like I can
totally
walk back to it.
Me too.
But I could not tell you the name of it.
Oh, so right there in the main city center where Virgin parks, they actually dock right there in the main area, which is a really, really nice area. You don't have to go too far. Like all the other ships are pretty far down. They're right there in that main area. So when you get off, there's Senior Frogs. There's
Hooters. There's a bunch of stores.
Yeah, what was the name of that? There was a crabfish place or crab place. I can't think of the name. It's right there. Anyways, there's a bunch of stores, like she said, shopping, bars, famous bars. And then this restaurant that's right around the corner. And that was an experience, my friends. Was it not?
It was definitely an experience.
I'll let Kelly tell you about that experience. She might be better than me.
Okay, so we walk in. It's a family-owned restaurant. You can tell it's like grandma, daughter, and the daughter's child. In a little walker, walking around with his little sippy cup, just staring up at us.
Like, who are these idiots?
Yeah. And I feel like there were a couple tables full when we got in there, but we kind of closed the place down.
We did close the place down, strangely enough. I agree. But it was open air, so it was hot as can be. I mean, this day was like miserable hot, okay? Yeah. Miserable. So we're sitting in there just dying, but nobody feels it at this point. I mean, we feel nothing. Okay, there is nothing we feel. You could hit us a bus and we'd still survive. All right, that's what's happening at this point.
Especially because we ordered more sipping tequila because nobody wanted to drink anything that had ice in it.
No, yep, nobody.
Yes, so we had to just drink straight
sipping tequila.
Yes, and chips and guac.
Safe.
Not
coming home with Montezuma's revenge.
Until we look to our right, or maybe your left, because I think you were sitting across from me.
Yeah, left, yeah.
And there is this child that was just in the walker walking around
barefoot
next to us. in being bathed in the sink in a pot.
Yep.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We look over. All I see is bare baby bum. And
in the kitchen.
In the kitchen where our food is being made because our guac hasn't come out yet. Nope. And we also ordered steak quesadillas. We actually met some friends.
We did met some friends.
And they came with us. And she ordered shrimp tacos or something.
And I turned to her and I was like, "Oh, girlfriend." I was like, "Good. You are totally brave right now."
So our food hadn't come out yet, and there's a baby being bathed in the sink in the kitchen.
I nearly died. It was almost over for me.
So more tequila was had.
More tequila.
So we can get that out of our brains.
Yeah.
And yeah, we ate our guac and we
Everyone
left.
survived that. There was no Montezuma's Revenge.
Maybe.
I don't know. We'll tell you why we say maybe in a minute. So I don't think there was any Montezuma's Revenge. I think we all survived, but it was definitely not what we're used to cleanly wise. So that was definitely different. And then now at this point, we are now tequila made me do it. # tequila made me do it. 3 sheets to the wind.
And it's maybe only 1 o'clock in the afternoon at this point.
It's only 1 o'clock and it's hot as blazes. It is like death. It's like surface of the sun. It is like hell. It's like everything you could possibly know that's super hot is what was happening at this place. What do? I walk us into Señor Frogs.
No air conditioning, all wide open because there's no windows, no doors. It's just
wide open.
So it was hot in there.
There was tons of fans in there, and that place was jammed too. There was a lot of people in there, a lot more than obviously the sink place. And we drank more tequila
because we haven't had enough at this point. But when in Mexico,
you drink tequila. So we have more tequila, and there's a lady she's making balloon art, and we get some balloon art courtesy of moi. I won't tell you what I made everyone wear. You can probably guess by that comment what I made everyone wear, and we had quite the balloon hats. Those were fun.
We did.
They were super fun. But we stayed there and we danced and we drank. And I feel like we had more food.
We did not have food there.
No.
Oh, yes, we did. Sure? We ordered chips and guac.
Yes.
More chips and guac.
Because I think we thought at this point we need to eat more.
Yes.
But there was no eating, there was no reason to eat more anymore because we're past eating more. There's nothing's helping us at this point. We are tequila'd, out at this point. We're done. So, I think there was a lull in music, and they basically kidnapped me because I was like, "We're not leaving. Hell no, we won't go." That was me, and they were like, "Nope,
grab her stuff. Let's go. She's moving. Get her out."
Because it was so hot, and I honestly have no clue how we got back to the ship. I don't remember it. I mean, we walked obviously. I don't remember that walk at all. That's how crazy that tequila is. Dang tequila. So we get back to the ship. We decide that we're going to eat something. Right?
Yes, you went and got chips and dip from your room.
Oh, I did.
And brought them to the dock. And we
that
ordered more drinks.
And we ordered more. Did we?
Yes.
Yes, we had that. And then all of a sudden, our friend turned and says, I think I better go lay down. And we were like, what? We're like, really? What happened? So off she goes.
It's now 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, she's gone. And we're like, what? So I make my way up there, I think, to drop off the chips. I think that's what it was. We went up there to drop off the chips. I think that's what happened. And we see her man down, out in bed. Totally out, right? Or was she already getting sick at this point? No, I don't think
No, I think she was out.
She was out. And I was like, okay, well, she got to sleep this off. She's got a lot of tequila in her. I don't know where she got all the tequila. I didn't have that much tequila.
Wonder where she got it.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know what happened to her. Why is she man down? We don't know. So anyways, I don't know. We trudge off to somewhere else. We end up going somewhere else. We come back to get ready for dinner or something. Probably to take a shower because we were disgusting. We were so sweaty. We come back to take a shower. And that's when I'm like, oh, she's not just man down. This is a whole not good. She is running from the bathroom to and from, it is not good. So while we say that no one got Montezuma's revenge, I don't know if it works that fast. I got to be honest. I'm pretty sure it was probably tequila. I actually thought she might have had the stomach bug. We talked about that because she was down for a while.
And that was Scarlet Night. So she missed
Yeah.
Scarlet Night. She missed and she was so excited about Scarlet Night. She wanted to jump in the pool so bad.
And we totally would have. But
we totally would have because it was so hot.
And we'd had enough tequila to jump in the pool at that point. But yeah, so she was down. We were man down. We were triplet -1
for like 18 hours. I feel like it was like a day and a half.
It was a while.
Yeah.
So and then the next day was C Day. We did Bubbles and Bites. Which
we did.
I said it the right name. Aren't you so proud of me?
Did.
So exciting. We did Bubbles and Bites, and that was actually born with Food and Wine.
Eat and Drink Festival.
I literally thought I got it right, and then I was like, whoops, nope. I'm like that baby from the meme. I was like, whoops, nope, didn't get it right. I totally was like, I nailed it. So anyways, Eat and Drink, it was born from there. And it's basically, you go and drink champagne and eat chicken. Fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
And it's so good. Like, it's delicious. And, I say do it. Like, if you've never done it, Bubbles and Bites, do it. It's so good. So we did that. And then I don't even know what else we did, to be honest, that day. Oh, we did slot tournament.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
See?
We got to go to slot tournament.
2 C days.
2 C days.
Normally, the slot tournament is at the same time as Lotteria, and we've been skipping the slot tournament. So this time we saw it was on a different day, and we're like, we're doing it.
Yeah, it was super fun.
It was.
So if you've never done the slot tournament, it's super fun. It's only $25. It has gained a lot of interest, a lot of people, because there was like, what, 4 or 5 rounds?
There were a lot.
I was like, oh. I gotta be honest, I love the slot tournament, but I don't like when it's that many rounds, because if you make it, you have to wait and wait.
Especially if you're in your first round and you make it, and then you make it to the next one, and you're like, I mean, yes, I do want to make it to the end, but I don't want to stand here and watch everyone else do it.
Yeah, exactly. So, but it's super fun. So basically, I mean, there's no skill involved whatsoever. It's basically luck and honestly who the computer chooses, truly, in my opinion.
Yep.
So, and you just hit the button, tap, tap, pop, pop is what they call it. And you just do that, and super fun. Yell at the machine a little bit.
Yeah, and you get up sweating, and you're like,
you totally
my arm was
Your
killing me.
wrist hurts, your arm, your shoulder. You have to switch hands. You're like going like this at one point. Like, it's crazy. So, yeah, super fun, though.
Yeah, we didn't win.
We did not win. We should have, though. What else? What else did we do? I don't remember. What did we ate that night? I think we ate at the wake. Oh, we ate at the wake. Didn't we?
Oh, is that when she came back around? Because we ate at the wake twice.
Yes.
Because she really wanted to go to the wake, and we went on Scarlet Night, and she didn't make it, so we went again.
We did go again. We did the wake twice. Yay for us. No, that was actually Evie, because I think she made it to dinner that night.
That's right. That's when she walked around with the bottle of wine.
And then, just like the Scottish friend that she is, she rallied very well and was back carrying the bottle of wine around. So she really, picked it right back up where she left off. So that was nice. And then, I'm trying to think, what else did we do? That was really it. Then Bimini, we had a cabana on the beach. We had a beach cabana because all the pool cabanas were sold out.
And we hung out in the quiet pool this time for quite a while.
We did a couple things that we don't normally do. We hung out a lot in the... Well, we've been doing this thing lately that we love. We've been going in and eating in the Rockstar Lounge, which is amazing. Mm-hmm. So we've been doing that. I love eating in the Rockstar Lounge. Like, not a lounge. Well, I guess a lounge club. Rockstar Club. So if you're a Rockstar and you're at the pool and you don't want to sit in your chaise lounge and eat off of your lap, or you don't want to sit in the picnic tables, go to the Rockstar Lounge. Go sit in there. It's shaded. There's fans. People will wait on you. It's genius. It's honestly my favorite thing to do when we're going to eat. We don't always eat there, but it's my favorite thing to do when we eat. So we go and sit in there because it's cool. They'll wait on you. There's a bar, full bar. So it's really nice. So we went and ate there. And then our cabana was actually right by the quiet pool and by the Rockstar Lounge, which was nice. So we've never been in that area. Mm-hmm. And we spent a lot of time in the water too, honestly.
Yeah.
In the ocean, that is. Because soon it's jellyfish season and I'm not going in.
I know. Ugh.
So I will not be going in the jellyfish season. And then we went in the pool at the end, which was super fun, and there was nobody in there.
Yeah, that was nice.
It's my favorite time. I have to be honest. Most people leave because it's hot and they've been in the sun forever and they've probably drank too much and they want to get ready for dinner, which is amazing. But I love that time so much because it's quieted down. There's hardly anybody there. The bars do close, I will say. They close at 4:00, which is stupid. If you ask me, Virgin, stupid. But leave one open, for God's sake.
I know, I agree.
Like, you don't have to leave both of them open, but leave one. We love hanging out there. So it's nice. It's calm. It's great. The sun's going down. It's not as hot. It's just a great time to just sit and chill. You're not yelling at your friend next to you anymore because you kind of do have to yell during the day.
Right.
You're like, rah, rah.
Yeah, the music is loud.
Yeah.
Even at the quiet pool. We keep calling it a quiet pool, but it's not that quiet.
Yeah,
the music
exactly.
carries over there for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, that's what we did in Bimini. I'm trying to think. Is there any other key things for that Bimini that we missed? When we rented that golf cart, we saw that bar that looked brand new and was so nice. I would totally do that again. I don't know if it's worth like an $80 car rental or golf cart rental.
No, just
unless we took it and just dropped it off. Like if we actually drove it around, dropped it off, like, and it sat there and it was our transportation to and from the beach club. But I thought that would be fun to go to that place again because it was such a big bar and it looked really cool.
Yeah.
New and cool.
Yeah.
So I would love to try that another time.
One time when we don't have a cabana, we'll do that.
Yeah, seriously. Because I feel like we always do. If you're wondering, cabanas are $650. $650?
$650.
Yeah, they
No
went up.
matter the location. So there's some at the pool. There's some behind the pool, which they call the Grove, and then the beach. They're all the same price.
Yeah. And what was I gonna say about that? Shoot. Oh, it comes with a $100 bar credit.
Yes.
So it's not too bad, honestly.
And there are a couple at the Rockstar area as well.
Yeah. Rockstar. Anything else?
I don't think so.
But yeah, the Eat and Drink Festival. I think I did it right?
Yes.
Woohoo! I can learn. The Eat and Drink Festival ended with our cruise, but it was great. I loved it. I do love it. We did say, we've said it a couple times, that I wish that they would keep Asian night to relieve some of the pressure on the restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
That would be amazing. So maybe that would help. We should put that in the comment card.
Yes.
I never fill out my comment cards. We should, though.
Yes. I do sometimes.
Yes.
I do sometimes. I
know
didn't this time.
Every time you do it, you should send me a text. Be like, I filled out my comment card.
Yes.
So that I do it.
Okay.
But yeah, that was our Riviera Maya. Honestly, I loved it. I loved doing the 5-nighter. I have to be honest. It's funny because we don't do it often because, again, like I said earlier, it's a quick 4-nighter we try to get on. But it's nice to have those 2 sea days.
Yeah. Our next sailing is a 5-nighter.
It is. We're going to the DR.
We are.
Going to the DR, the Dominican Republic. So we're very excited about that. Another 5-nighter.
Yes.
And then 4 nights. And then nothing.
We'll work on it.
And then nothing. See?
We have things.
We do.
We have things.
We definitely have things.
We have things all the way up to March 2026 right now.
I know.
And soon to be...
Summer 2026.
Yes.
Ugh. Crazy. Dang, Virgin, you're killing us, man. My pocketbook is going... It's like blowing up in flames. Anyways, well, thank you for joining us. If you do not know who we are, I probably should have mentioned this earlier and not waited to the end. We are Fabulous Adventures Travel Company. And again, if you're on Facebook and not in our group, you're totally missing out because we put a lot of stuff in there. And it is
Virgin Voyages, cruise tips and deals.
That is faux show. And if you want to follow us on Facebook, I am Samantha-Fabulous Adventures Travel Company. And this is
Kelly-Fabulous Adventures Travel.
Yes. So follow us and we'll see you again another time, right? But we'll leave you with our favorite phrase, which is
You float our boat.
All right. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.